In real estate investing, you can invest in many unique ways. You can invest with the intention of holding onto the property for the long term, often blankly just called investing with a rental property. You can buy a property with the intention of selling it as soon as you finish renovations, otherwise known as flipping. And another way of investing in real estate is called wholesaling. But it doesn't really have to do with investing in real estate. Now that might sound a little bit confusing, but with this video under your belt, you'll completely understand what real estate wholesaling actually is. Hello, my name is Max Monahan. I'm a real estate agent in Portland, and let's get right into what real estate wholesaling actually is. Before that though, please be sure to like the video if you're enjoying it so far. It does really mean a lot, and definitely be sure to subscribe as well if you enjoy personal finance and real estate related content. Anyway, let's get on to it. Now, what actually is real estate wholesaling? Real estate wholesaling is a short-term business strategy investors use to make big profits. Contrary to what you might think, real estate wholesaling actually has nothing to do with retail wholesaling. In retail wholesaling, the wholesaler sells a large number of goods to a retailer who repackages it and sells it to consumers at a much higher price. Because of the volume of the goods sold to the retailer, the wholesaler can charge a retailer a much lower price. Real estate wholesaling doesn't involve the sale of multiple properties at lower prices at all. In fact, it's completely different. In this strategy, the wholesaler contracts a home with the seller, shops the home around to potential buyers, and then assigns the contract to one of those said buyers. Instead of purchasing a home and selling it, a wholesaler contracts it with the seller and finds a party interested in buying the property. The goal of real estate wholesaling is to sell the home to an interested party before the contract with the original homeowner closes. This means no money exchanges hands between the wholesaler and the seller, not at least until a buyer is found by said wholesaler. So how does the wholesaler even make money? Well, they make a profit by finding a buyer willing to purchase the home at a price higher than the amount agreed upon by the buyer. The difference in the price, paid for by the buyer, is the profit, kept by the wholesaler. Wholesaling real estate is best suited for people who want to get into the real estate investing business, but don't necessarily have the finances. One of the best things is that you don't need to take a course, pass an exam, or get a real estate license to actually become a wholesaler. If you have great people skills and are fairly patient, wholesaling might be perfect for you. Now, let me give you an example of what real estate wholesaling actually is. Now, real estate wholesaling might sound complicated, but really, it's quite simple. Let's use this super easy example to demonstrate. Let's say a homeowner has a property he never thought he could sell because it's in fairly distressed condition. The owner may not have enough resources to fix it up themselves, but continues to live in it, thinking they'd never get a fair price for it. Enter the wholesaler, who approaches the homeowner with an offer. Together, they agree to put the house under contract for $90,000, and then the wholesaler, using their network of investors, finds an eager buyer at $100,000. Then, the wholesaler assigns that contract to this investor, who then has a profitable fixer-upper project. All in all, the wholesaler makes a $10,000 profit without even owning the home. From this example, we can see that there was never actually an offer to purchase from the wholesaler. He agreed to contract the house out for the homeowner to an interested party. Under the contract, the buyer paid $100,000 to the wholesaler, who pays the homeowner $90,000, keeping the rest for himself as a profit. Now, knowing the rules of real estate wholesaling is extremely important. Depending on the jurisdiction where you live, wholesaling can be quite tricky. There are lots of rules and regulations governing who is legally able to make a commission. For example, in Maryland, only licensed real estate agents can earn a commission in a real estate transaction. In that case, you could set up an LLC for the specific property and indicate that the buyer, you as the wholesaler, is the LLC and it assigns. This allows you to enter into a separate contract with an investor who will purchase the LLC, and therefore the assignment of the contract from you. Definitely be sure to talk to a qualified real estate attorney to learn about how you can wholesale legally in your own state before entering into a contract with any seller. Also, make sure your contract has plenty of outs in case things go south and you can't find a buyer. And that's it. Thank you all so much for watching this video. I hope you learning about wholesaling. Please don't forget to like the video if you liked it. It does take quite a bit of time to make each video. And definitely be sure to subscribe for 2 videos a week on both real estate and personal finance related content. Until next time, see ya.